Hi guys, good evening and welcome to my channel again. So if you're new to the house, you're welcome. If you're an old bro, I'm glad to see you again. So I hope you guys have been good. I haven't been feeling really well, but I'm up and I'm healthy, and I'm thankful to Jesus. Okay, so recently I've been working on a wedding, and I'm going to be doing a wedding veil. I know that you've probably seen most of these videos around, a lot of people, but what is special about this one is that I actually don't have the utensils at hand, but I really want to do this, and I'm very sure I'm going to do a really great job. So I'm inviting you to take the journey with me. Let's do a wedding veil. All right, so I have very few things with me. I have a scissors, a pair of scissors. I have a tape. I'm going to be using hot glue. This is all I have at home. I don't know how this is going to pull me through. What else? As for this one, I'm going to show you guys in a bit. So I have my fabric here. I have my fabric. This is 3 meters of fabric, and then I have some lace. I'm going to be using this to do some lace trimming. So let's get right into it, okay? All right, so we have 3 meters fabric. I'm going to just put that into. So let me take this down so that we can all see. So you get to arrange your fabric into two. All right, guys. So you get your fabric and you place it into two, like what I have here. So this is double. You can see this. It's double, and we have this length originally, and then we're going to make it four. Make it into four. Ooh, and here we go. So we're actually working with this dimension into four. Ensure that all your sides are perfectly placed. All your sides are perfectly placed, and all of that. Let it be smooth. All right, guys, did I mention that I'm actually not a tailor, but I have a sister who does sewing a lot, and I've learned a little bit from her. So if you're versed with tailoring, I'm not sure I'm supposed to be telling you this, but you're supposed to prepare your material in the format of cutting a flare, maybe a flare skirt or something of that sort. And so this is what we have here. I'm going to be using inches. You're just going to have to measure this. Now this is it. It's into four. So we begin the measurement from here, and we want to know, use your inches, guys. So this is 30 inches. What we're going to do now, here you go, this is actually 30 inches. So what we're going to do now is that we want to trace all the way to ensure that we have the same measurement till we get to the other side of the fabric. So here we are, and I really have limited space, so I'm going to have to work with this. So we're at 30 here. Oh, is it? Here we go. We have 30. I hope you guys can see this. Yeah. So we're going to have to go around till we get to this side of the lace to ensure that it's round enough. So here we're going to leave our tip right here. Okay, I'm going to use my knee to hold onto this, and then we begin tracing. All right. I don't know if you're seeing this. Maybe I should shift this. Yay, guys. So we're working with this. We're going to ensure that we're cutting the same. We have 30 inches right here. And okay, we have 30 inches right here. So we're going to ensure that we follow 30 inches all the way till we get to the other side of the fabric to make the veil. Till we get to the other side of the fabric. All right. So, like I said earlier, I actually have limited stuff. So I'm going to be using a pen in the place of chalk. All right, guys. So I have to do this offline, but I'm quickly going to show us how I did it. So I simply began tracing from the 30 we had, and then just follow. At some point I made it 31 because I wanted us to have a little bit of allowance. And so if you're looking carefully, we have 31 right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. So we have 31, and then you measure all the way to this other side of your fabric. All right, so you make sure you measure like a circle using the same measurements, and then we are here. Then when you've traced it, we're just gonna cut. Okay, I'm gonna cut it. Start. Okay, guys, so like I was saying, ensure that you have the same measurements all the way, but your point of origin is the arc we had right here, where we had four. Okay, where we folded our material into four. So we are here, and then when you've traced all the way, you just cut. Okay, if you have your scissors, cut along with me. Pause it. All right, guys, so this is actually what we're working with. And so when you're done with this, you want to open up a little. So basically you kind of have a circle here, and then we're going to fold on one side, not too long, because the veil is going to, we expect to have the back to be longer than the front edge. So I'm going to fold this a little. Let's do it a little more. It's going little more, a little more, a little more, a little more, and I think this is good enough. Now, if you have a gown that is should we say mermaid gown in nature, you wouldn't want to have a short veil like what we're doing. So this girl, or my lady, or the bride to be, she happens to have a ball gown, and so we're just doing a little veil, not something really big. It will make it, I think it's gonna make it too sophisticated. I know you guys are gonna say that it's how everything should be sophisticated, but we really don't want that. So this is the idea. So we have this skirt, this circle, for that some dimension, not all the way, because as you can see from here, we have lots and lots and lots of allowance for the back, and then we have the front. So I'm just going to measure this so that you guys know what we're working with. So we have 23 inches. We have 23 inches all the way. You want to see this? Okay, we have 23 inches. So at this point, we're going to fold again. Now we're going to form another arc from here, half of it. So if we go halfway, then we are, let's turn it like this. Okay, yeah, like this. So now this part where we have the arc is going to be the front, and of course this is going to be the back. So here we are, and basically we are done curting. Now we're going to have to fit in the chokers, and boom, place the trimmings, and we're done. But guys, this auntie doesn't have chokers, so I'm going to have to create quickly. I said I was going to tell us what this was all about. So I use this, I think this would be my traditional wedding or something like that. So we're going to create an arc with this. We're going to create, sorry, what did I call it? We're going to create a comb with this. Now looking at it, I think this is not going to work though. But I'm going to give it a try. I think it's going to work. So we're going to work on this. We're going to put this together to see what we get. And yeah. Alright guys, so I finally figured out what to do here, because like I said, I don't have any chokers or a rubber hair comb per se. So I'm going to create one with all of this. And I'm using this, the short glue, which I'm not sure is going to make up, and a lighter. It's simple. All I do is I light up. I want to melt just a little proportion of this, and then I'm going to pick up the hot gel with this, and then you stick to this closer to the one before it. So we're like creating a pattern. This must have dried up already. And then we go again. We're creating a pattern, like I said. So if you can look at it carefully, it's already making up something. I can see, and I know it's your grace. Yo, so here we are now. I think this has that is easy to lift up some. And then when you do this, you might want to put according to how your veil is dependent on you, how you want it to look at the end of the day. But I'm just going to glue. Okay, what's going on here? I can see. Oh, the flames. Okay, this is gonna hurt me. Let me just. So I melted, and then I'm just going to apply it all the way, so that I can fold in and stick. So you do this, oh guys, and then you're going to cut off the excess material you're working with. All right, now this is the problem with this glue. It actually sticks really hard. So we have this, and we're going to build on this to make it a little thicker and firmer. Then we're going to put it together to the veil, right? Can you guys see this? Take a look, take a look, take a look, take a look. Yeah, please. All right guys, so as you can see, I've coated it a couple of times, and this is actually what it looks like. This is what it looks like. But to make it more beautiful, we're going to just get out some trimmings from what we're going to use to design our veil, and then we're going to just attach it. So it's going to cover this like this, and then we're going to begin sewing to the veil, of course. So let's see how it's going to look. All right guys, we're back. So this is all covered and all made, and we have our knit. Remember that I said that when you start out already, you make it like this. So this is shorter for the front, and then we have the longer length for the back, and then you fold into two to ensure that you have the middle position like I do right here. So this is basically okay. Okay. Oh, let's just do this all over. So we're here and we're folding, and so we're here. This is a little. Okay, so guys, we're here, and then so this is our middle point, and we're going to just attach now. You're going to need a needle, and you're going to need a thread. We're going to attach like this. We're going to attach it like this, and we get sewing. Alright guys, so here I am just trying to ensure that this is really firm and fitting, and so we shouldn't experience any breakout, we shouldn't experience any fall offs on the D-Day. So ensure that your attachment is really firm, like really really firm and well kept. You want to tie your knot a couple of times just to ensure that it's firm and it's in place. So here I am basically just tying a couple of knots to ensure that this is secured. Oh, okay, and yeah, I think we're done. So this is secured enough and ready to go forward. And so basically the next gonna look like this. So if I'm turning this over, as you guys can see, we're working with this. Ooh, such a beauty. I'm going to make sure that I wear this for you guys to really see what it looks like. So basically we have a veil ready to go, but because we want some extra beauty, I'm going to be cutting out of this to ensure that we have some extra beauty. So you can choose to get out a pattern like, well, maybe just the size of what we have here, or you can choose to do some extra designs like I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to show us the finished work. I'm going to try it on guys, and then we're going to see what this made. All right. Just look at it. So guys, here we are, and though I'm not completely done yet, but it's been a good process and a lot of good work, you guys can see, and you have for yourself a wedding veil. So if you loved this video, I want you to tell me what you learned. I want you to tell me how beautiful you think this will look on my bride, and I also want you to subscribe, give me thumbs up, like, and share to the world. Right, the wedding is actually on the 19th of August, and I'm super excited. I'm going to be covering the wedding all through, and I'd like you to subscribe when that video comes up. I want you to be able to see it, and I want you to see how beautiful my bride is going to look in the veil. Alright guys, see you.